Good evening, Richmond County, and welcome to another edition of the RO Sports Show brought to you by RO Yellow. Richmond County Schools has given the green light for middle school athletics to return after a 2-month hiatus. Middle school sports, which initially returned in November with cross country and volleyball, were shelved when RCS went back to 100% remote learning on December 14th following a spike in local coronavirus cases. The decision to again modify the sports calendar came following the Richmond County Board of Education's 5-2 vote last week to put students back in the classroom starting this week. All sports seasons will need to be finished by May 19th in order to meet the state's integrated testing window. The second go-around with middle school athletics will allow for the volleyball and cross-country seasons to conclude, as well as fit in condensed seasons for basketball, football, golf, soccer, softball, and baseball. RCS will have middle school programs adhere to guidelines put forth by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Richmond County's middle school student athletes will compete against only in-county opponents, which was also the original plan back in the fall. That means games will be held between just Cordova, Ellerbe, Hamlet, and Rockingham. Entering their 4th season in program history, the Richmond boys and girls bowling teams are looking to continue an upward trend in 2021. After building a solid foundation the past couple of seasons, under third-year head coach Ralph Butler, the Raiders and Lady Raiders have proven to be contenders in one of the toughest high school conferences in the state. The only sport at Richmond not sanctioned by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, the bowling teams both qualified for the state championship last season. The Raiders made it as a team, while the Lady Raiders were represented in the singles tournament by former senior Haley Miller. Richmond has been back in action for 2 weeks, holding tryouts and practices at Strikers Bowling Alley. The season will be shortened to 3 team matches and 2 singles tournaments this winter before concluding with a state tournament. The regular season matches will be held in Aberdeen and Lumberton. Richmond's first match is set for February 11th at the Sandhills Bowling Center in Aberdeen. To meet gathering guidelines, 2 different bowling centers will be used for each match. Action is set to get underway at 4 p.m. The Lady Raider varsity basketball team controlled Tuesday's SAC game against Hoke County from the opening whistle. What head coach Teddy Mosley called a big confidence booster for his team, Richmond ended a 2-game skid with a 55-11 victory. The win completed the regular season sweep of the Lady Bucks. Freshman forward Rylan Lyerly netted a game-high 15 points in the win, knocking down a game-high 5 3-pointers. She scored 12 points in the first half and accounted for over half of Richmond's 9 shots from downtown. The Lady Raiders will return to their home floor on Friday for another SAC contest against Lumberton. Tip-off is set for 5 p.m. Finding the open player was the name of the game for the boys basketball team in Wednesday's SAC game. A rescheduled matchup against Purnell Sweat, the Raiders used 4 double-digit scores to knock off the Rams 69-49. The victory was also the team's first home game of the season, ending an 11-month, 10-day drought of not playing in front of their home crowd. Wednesday's win completed the Raiders' sweep of the Rams this season, having also beaten them 66-45 on January 5th. The Raiders will look to stay perfect when they welcome defending 4A Co-State champion Lumberton on Friday. Richmond lost a road game to the Pirates on January 19th. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. Looking to stay perfect on the season after an extended period of time off because of COVID-19 protocols, the JV boys basketball team relied on 2 double-doubles on Tuesday. Freshmen Toby McInnes and Jamerson Walton both went off for the Raiders, helping them defeat Hoke County 64-53. McInnes, who is a regular starter for head coach Kenton Hutchinson, had the best game of his season with 16 points and 12 rebounds. Walton wasn't far behind with 12 points, and he snagged 14 boards coming off the bench. Richmond will look to stay perfect when it travels to Lumberton on Friday. The game is set to begin at 7 p.m. A pair of freshman goal scorers helped the Richmond Senior boys JV soccer team to its first win of the season on Tuesday. On the pitch for the first time this winter after following COVID-19 protocols, the JV Raiders and third-year head coach Tad Hamilton defeated Jack Brent by a final score of 2-1. It was the first time in over 15 months that the JV team played a competitive match. Richmond missed its first scheduled game with Pinecrest last week because of pandemic guidelines and didn't play against Purnell Sweat on Saturday because the Rams didn't have a JV program. The JV Raiders will have a quick turnaround and play another home match tonight when they welcome in Hope County. Action is already getting underway. And that's going to wrap up another edition of the RO Sports Show brought to you by RO Yellow. For the latest and breaking sports stories in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com and click on the Sports tab. You can also find some exclusive content across all RO Sports social media, and be sure to tune in for Ross at 5:30 every Thursday for your Raider wrap-up. In the meantime, I'm Russell Parker reporting from the Richmond studio in downtown Rockingham. Have a great week.